Go ahead, JC.
Okay. I mean, here's my honest thoughts. I think if you are going to move pieces like Yordan, Oneil Cruz, who's currently in the midst of probably the best year of his career, will that
With
continue?
control.
He
Yeah.
does have 2 years of control
Yeah.
on O'Neal as well, potentially 3. You never know with red shirts. If he keeps playing like this, that's a red shirt caliber player. But this level of consistency we've seen from Cruz so far this year is not something that he's been that's been a trademark of his career. So it'll be interesting to see if he can keep that up. Seth Lugo, I mean, that's about as dependable, as solid of a senior as you're going to get. That's a guy who's going to go out there every single week and give you something like 30 points a game. I mean, that's a valuable piece as well. It's a good return for LMU, no doubt about it. You're getting multiple contributors, a couple of whom who have a good amount of control, and one of those like bona fide round one sophomore superstar type players in Yordan Alvarez. That's a guy who went top 10 probably in pretty much every single draft this year. Now, Yordan has underperformed. So has Matt Olson. Matt Olson's baseball savant page certainly represents somebody who's likely to perform a bit better for the rest of the year than the numbers currently indicate. And I actually acquired Matt Olson last week with that thought process in mind as well. And so I like getting Matt Olson with, again, years of control. That's a proven guy who's very possibly a 6 point per game guy for the rest of the year. And then, I mean, Brett Beatty, if you're asking Peter what he thinks, that's one of the best players in the league. Otherwise, he may just be a bench contributor. Not a big piece, but the rest of the guys he gets, I mean, I'm not the biggest Chandler Simpson guy. The bat is a useful tool, and the speed obviously is out of this world. Will he get on base enough, considering he's not going to hit for any pop, to really be a contributor at the MLB level? I'm not totally sure yet. That I think remains to be seen. But Walker Jenkins, if he's healthy, could be great. Health is going to be a big thing with him. It has been to this point in his career. So we'll see if he can stay on the field enough to really become that type of contributor. I'm very high on Bazana. I think he's going to be, again, prospects are never surefire guys, but he feels about as close to it as you're going to get for a guy who's likely to be a contributor at the MLB level. And I mean, Montez is definitely a valuable prospect as well. You're getting name value here. You're getting guys who are contributing and look to be pretty high upside and also relatively high floor prospects if they're healthy. I mean, I like the return for both sides, in all honesty. NC State's not really doing too great this year in terms of record. I think for both of these teams, I'd actually consider this a win. Like, I don't really think there's a loser to this trade, in my opinion.